have been talking about status match in and out for maybe the last 48 to 72 hours. Why don't you kick this off? Like, why have we been talking about status match so much internally? Like, why do you care?
Absolutely, it's a topic, so that's quite interesting. So if I have to take it back to my consulting days, like before becoming an entrepreneur, I was a consultant. So I used to travel quite extensively in the US, and a lot of air travel, a lot of staying in the hotels. So I've been one of those million-mile Delta Platinum member living out of my suitcase. So I've been quite familiar with the status in airlines. In fact, like as a frequent traveler, I used to show off my platinum status in Delta, my Hilton status, my national car, etc. When I moved geographies, so Delta was no more viable travel option for me. And that is when so I was first introduced to this concept of status match. I moved to like LA. So for me, United was more convenient. It was for all the destinations that I was traveling to. I requested United, like I sent a mail to them and said like, hey, so I've been a platinum member in Delta and kind of so pampered by them all this while. So can I get a similar status in United? Of course, at that point of time the experience was painful. So it took me like almost a month or 2 months. But in the meantime, I lost interest, so I never like they reverted back to me, but I never so cared to look at my status. So that was my first encounter with status match. Now, so fast forward, so once we got into Reclaim, so I was looking at retail industry, and again, this thing of status match has come to the foray. So this is one of the very unique retail industries, right now, where you have one of the highest concentration of high value spenders. We're talking about people like me who are consultant, who spend $100,000 at the least in travel, in airlines, hotels, car rentals, etc. Every year, $100,000, so $50,000 to $100,000 every year, and there
Wow.
are at least 5 to 10 million such customers available worldwide.
Would you say that your 100 to 150K spend was, on the higher end, even for consultants, or is that like
No, this
average,
is
lower
I'm
end?
talking about an average. I was just also a general senior consultant, at that time. So like there are, like I said, 4 million to 5 million people, I would say, globally, like me. So traveling day in day out for their sales meetings, for their consulting engagements, for business primarily.
Got it. What is super funny to me, like for the longest part of my life, I used to believe that these miles is just some kind of a gamification of airlines apps just to get some engagement. Like, oh, I thought it's something like the Duolingo streaks or stuff like that. It has no real purpose, but it's just like a nice sticker that keeps going up. Uh, but of course, like now with this particular use case of like salespeople and consultants, it becomes more evident. So yeah, makes sense. So from a business perspective, why do you care? Okay, fine. This problem definitely exists. Why suddenly have you started looking at
So
this?
yeah, so I only covered the first half now, where I said, so this is one of the unique industries, airlines, where there is the highest concentration of high value spenders existing. But at the same time, it's such a shocking thing to me as a business founder, so as somebody who plays around with products, right? The product experience of status match is so shitty. So in retail, we so it is a no brainer that the instant gratification is the thing that retail goes after. So forget about airlines talking to a hotel. So it's a cross industry communication even between the airlines. They don't talk to each other. Why would they?
Yeah,
So when there is
that
no
makes sense.
communication, the only thing that they can check is at best whether the image that you have uploaded is fake or not. In fact, so there is so a travel newsletter called View from the Wing, They have demonstrated, so live on their on one of their podcasts, and so how they were able to create an account and apply for a United Gold membership, and they were able to get it. It's to me, so like, so from technological point of view, it sounds like a joke that, so industry with such a high value customers, so but the experience here is completely broken. So that is what kind of caught my attention here.
And why does it take 2 3 weeks? Is it like somebody is verifying this manually? Do you have a sense of that?
Yeah, so two three things that I was able to kind of gather intelligence about. So one is, so there is no communication between these airlines. So so they have to accept these PDF files or the screenshots, and then somebody at the back end has to manually go and look at the data. Maybe they will run it through some so fake identification softwares, which in some cases some of the people have got a response when things got delayed by 2 3 weeks, that, so they're waiting to hear from the other airlines. Maybe they are doing it, but the other airlines do not have any incentive to respond back and say, like, here is my platinum member, on a platter, I'm giving it to you. Why would they do that?
Correct. The question that comes to my head immediately when you say this, so I'm gathering that this is a very manual process by and large, and it's taking a very long time. Does that also imply that the number of people who are typically applying for these stress matches are also like fewer in number, that they are able to kind of get away with a process like that? Did you have a sense of like how large this market is for like status match and airline miles or whatever, or any
Yeah,
any any other proxy that you might have?
it's difficult to kind of get an estimate, right? But based on some of the industry experts that I've had conversation with, so people have told me that successful fraudulent submissions is as high as 60 plus 60%, 60%, 60.
So 60% of the status match that, let's say, United is giving out, they're giving it out to like fraudulent people,
60% are fakes.
right?
It is fake because it's very easy and everybody wants a status upgrade. So because
Yeah.
it's easy, people are just throwing their hat at it. And
So, so in some sense, United is just better off shutting down the status match program, given that more
well,
than half of
that's
the people.
that's so status match, as we know, existed from mid 1980s. Like, so for the last 30 years, so status match classically existed around because of this phenomenon. So every, so airlines now would like to poach high value travelers from other airlines, right? So for this reason, status match as a business model is a no-brainer that it exists. But unfortunately, the efficacy of the status match kind of gets diluted by these fraudulent use cases. That said, so there was a trigger that happened in 2024. In 2024, post-pandemic, so every airlines has been giving out free status match upgrades, so that, so they can encourage travelers, so travel again. But in 2024, so Delta took this harsh decision of downgrading the members across the board. So what that means is somebody who has been kind of enjoying the diamond or platinum membership got downgraded. So you have like almost 400,000 pissed off elite flyers in Delta. And United saw that as a great opportunity. They launched a massive status match campaign. And by some estimates, in 90 days' time, United was able to capture 18% of those defecting elite travelers. And by some estimate, so that was about 75% more revenues for United. So what United apparently has observed that the people who have now had this status match done and, so became like United Gold or members are actually spending 2.3 times more than their traditional loyalty members.
One side, you said 60% of these applications are kind of fake or fraudulent. On one side, the cost is that 60% of them are going to be fraud, but they still continue to continue to run the status match. there obviously has to be some profits or outsized profit that they're getting from those 40%, because of which they are like, okay, fine, I'm okay with 60% fraud as well, because this 40% is going to be generating so much revenues for me. Like, do you have like some sense of the profits that these people might be driving, and also the losses that these people might be incurring because of those 60% fraudulent cases?
Yeah, so I did have some discussion around it with some other industry experts. But in spite of this leakage, hotels, airlines, car rental companies, cruises, all of them, so want a share of these high value spenders because they are looking at somebody who can potentially spend 30,000, 50,000, or $100,000. So mind loyalty frauds cost the airlines $3 billion, and they're sucking it up. So they're saying let's take in these losses. There is no way for us to reduce these fraudulent cases.
The other thing that you mentioned is the leader in this space right now is what, Status Match, statusmatch.com.
Yes.
Is that fair to say? Are there other players and like?
No. So status match. Yeah, Status Match has been a pioneer here. Mark Ross and his team has done a phenomenal job so far in educating the airlines industry of the importance of Status Match. They claim it, but I doubt that they have any technological advantage there except for checking the accuracy of the proof that is submitted in terms of image accuracy. But in terms of the claim accuracy, so they do not have a way to verify with the airlines. Yeah, if you go on statusmatch.com and right now, so try to apply for a status match there, you have to still wait for a week or two.
Okay, cool. I am on Status Match. I
Yeah,
have.
if you go in
Okay,
here and try applying for a status match with Emirates.
so everything else is waitlist, waitlist, waitlist. This one is up.
Waitlist is because they are not their customer yet. So they have like
So,
partnerships. Status Match has partnerships with 15 odd airlines, as far as I know.
mhm.
So here, so you enter your Skywards membership.
I just put something.
Just put some random number, so for now application.
I
So
have
yeah,
added my Alaska.
and I know for sure that that's fake because you are not a gold member. No, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. I have that handy. So my elite status is member, which is basically nothing.
Yes, this is what we did last evening. You are a basic member, but you used ChatGPT to convert it into MVP Gold just for
Yeah.
fun.
No, I made the tool also. So whatever I did with ChatGPT yesterday, I made that into a tool. So anybody can do it. So let me upload my screenshot and I can change the
Elite
status.
status.
And I want to change it
Let's add some miles also to this.
to. Cool. So this has generated an image, and you can see over here, elite status MVP gold. It looks pretty good. It's really hard to say just from the screenshot whether it's been morphed or not. I mean, there's
Yeah.
not much difference, or rather, any difference that I can spot.
Yes. Why can't you run it against the AI verification system?
Sure.
Let's see what the
Hold on one
AI
second.
check. Yes.
So let's check if site engine is able to detect. It says it's not likely to be AI generated,
Yeah.
whereas it was very much AI generated. So
It's difficult because
yeah,
right now, so it's not like so you downloaded the image and then uploaded it. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to anyways capture the screenshot. um,
yeah,
Even if it is your membership card, that's exactly what you're going to do.
right.
So it is pretty easy.
Yeah, like within what, 2 minutes. We spent 2 minutes on this,
Yes,
and I can just upload this over here, right? I can
that's
just
right.
say upload my modified image, and it should I should be able to proceed. And yeah,
Now, so let's wait for to see the disaster.
it says 21 days.
Yes.
Of course, I'll wait. Probably I can report back in the comments of this video whether it went through or not. But that's almost besides the point, right? Like,
Yeah. It's easy to fake and it takes 21 business days. That's
right.
shocking.
That is hilarious. Okay, so that is status match for you.
Like I'm excited about the opportunity because Reclaim enables instant verification of the airline data. In the last 15 days, so we've been talking to the airlines, and if you go on reclaimprotocol.org slash loyalty, we have already enabled close to 100 plus loyalty programs in just 15 days. That's the superpower of Reclaim. One, it is instant verification. There is no other system that I know of, can enable instant verification, and we are doing it. Right. Point number two is any airlines, so it's not just airlines, any airlines, any hotel membership, any travel membership, any indicator that this person is a frequent traveler or a high value customer. So we are capturing all those data points here in one single place. And the most important thing, it is also cost effective. There is no guesswork. It is a cryptographic proof of the user's membership. So it is 100% fraud resistant. That is what excites me about the Reclaim's focus on status match. One of the insights that we got while we are talking to some of the industry leaders and frequent travelers, do not just stick to like one airline loyalty or one hotel membership. In fact, so one of the statistics that we found out is that if you go down this article that my colleague Karthik has written, it's a beautiful article on LinkedIn. It talks about so Delta Diamond members, so they are allocating 42% of their annual spending in United and American. What that means is, so if they are spending like $200,000, only $110,000 is probably allocated to their primary membership, which is Delta. The other $100,000 they are spending it on equivalent, so United or American Airlines. What that means is for marketing teams, let's accept the fact that so premium travelers will have like multiple statuses. Instead of trying to keep them loyal to my service, how can I ensure that I get a good meat of their spending of the entire premium loyal customers?
You
It
still
is
want
not.
them to be loyal, but not loyal only to you. That is the point.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And if you want to do that, so this article talks about two three different things um, that should happen. So to elevate that experience or to improve that strategy, one of them is move from future promise to instant value. So why don't you recognize your competitor airlines frequent flyer status instantly, right? That's one thing, so that it talks about. And then the second thing is also blind acquisition of verified value, right? Instead of so doing traditional broad marketing campaigns, so which is ridden with frauds, why don't you target high value customers pinpoint? You tell them, hey, if you are a high value customer, come to us, use Reclaim, get an instant verification, and next minute, so you need not have to think too much. Say in the next minute, you are ready to be elite member of my airlines, and you can book your ticket now, instantly. So that's the kind of so conversion that you can do, where your pinpoint instantly. Of course, the third thing it talks about is instead of so making it an exclusive relationship. That's what I was highlighting. So it's not an exclusive relationship. It's basically, are we one of their preferred airlines? So that's the mindset that you need to be in, and I think so that would make the marketing spend of airlines more effective.
We will drop the link to this blog in the show notes for
Absolutely, absolutely. This article is very well written. I hope so marketing teams can take a strategy or two from this article and earn extra millions of dollars.
Awesome. Powered by Reclaim. Give us a few $1 million in the process as well. Just kidding. Let's try to make this work. So I know, Subhash, that you are going to be talking to a bunch of industry leaders who have been lined up over the next few days, if not weeks. Yeah, what's in store?
Yeah, the excitement for me is in the next 10 days, GBTA conference is happening in Denver. Everybody is excited that Reclaim is a disruptive solution that is going to make this experience of status match smooth, sleek, and 100% tamper proof. So yeah, so I am quite excited to meet a lot of these people in person and continue these conversations.
Yeah, and a bunch of those are going to be coming out as podcasts over the next few weeks. So stay tuned, I guess.
Yes, yes. No, we'll get to more insights about their pain points and probably so in those podcasts, we can together find some solutions that would overall enhance the experience of the airline loyalty.
100%. Subhash, this was a great conversation. I learned a lot today. Even though we've been talking about this almost constantly for the last couple of days, I've still learned a lot in this podcast. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and looking forward to hearing more from the industry experts as well. Thank you so
Yes, yes.
much.
So
You
for
have a
everybody
closing comment?
who is, yeah, sorry,
It's okay.
for everyone so who's listening to this conversation, you can go and get a feel of Reclaim verification. You can log into go to reclaimprotocol.org/loyalty. This is that's where so you'll find a bunch of these providers available for you, like so where you can go and select any airlines where you have a loyalty membership, instantly verify it, and see the experience for yourself. Go
You
and
you
give it
won't
a
get a status match though. This is just to
yeah.
give you a feel of what the experience would look like. This is a demo. We are still working with the partners to actually give you a status match once
Yes,
you verify.
and
So
I'm hoping
I just
so
want to
very soon.
disclaim. I don't want angry people in our tweets.
Exactly. I hope to get the real action happening on our website using Reclaim.
100%.
That's in
With
plans.
that, I think that's a good note to end this podcast. Thank you so much, Subhash, for joining in, and thank you everybody for listening in. And
Happy Friday.
Subhash will be doing a bunch of these podcasts over the next few weeks, so do tune in. Yes, happy Friday. I don't know what day you're watching this video on, but whatever day it is, happy that day. Cool. Thank you. Bye.
See ya.